Today, I'm swapping out an AC compressor, and I'm using the Oakley Meta glasses to record it. Already got the system recovering. With the power off, we can remove the condenser fan. Remove the 4 half-inch bolts holding in the compressor. Sanding down the compressor discharge and suction lines. Loosen up the crankcase heater. Clean up around the liquid line dryer. Cut out the compressor, no sweat. Remove the crankcase heater. Grab our handy dandy compressor tote and easily lift out this compressor. Grab our tote again and easily lift in our new compressor. Deburr the lines that we cut. Right here, I'm putting a rock underneath the compressor and pushing it forward. This way the suction and discharge lines don't pop out when I'm sweating them in. Remove both valve cores using a valve core removal tool. Cut out the liquid line dryer. With that cut out, we can go ahead and deburr both lines. Wrap our dryer up with a wet rag. Then we're going to purge all the air out of the system and set our regulator to the braze setting. Once the pipe's cool, I'm going to go ahead and jack the system up with nitrogen to do a nitrogen pressure leak test. Hit up all my braze joints with soap bubbles. Once I'm sure that there's no leaks, I can go ahead and release the nitrogen. Put the system on a vacuum. Please note that the valve cores are still removed from the service valves. And while the system's getting sucked dry, I'm going to go ahead and replace the contactor, and I'm going to go ahead and replace the run capacitor. And I noticed on this one that the last compressor had the wrong size capacitor in. Also going to swap out the compressor plug. We've got the system sucked down to 300 microns. So now it's time to valve off everything from the vacuum pump, and we did a 10-minute decay test with a micron rise of only 300. Now it's time to break vacuum. Breaking vacuum through the liquid line port, and I'm going to weigh in the exact amount that I took out. There's about 100 foot of line set, so I can't just go off the nameplate. Reinstall both valve cores. Reinstall power. Now our system's up and running, and we can adjust our refrigerant charge to meet the data plate subcooling, which on this one I believe was 8. Our compressor run amps looking good. Thank you all so much for watching. My name's Dave, and this fix is done.